Hi guys, welcome to the Data Dictionary. In my last class, we have discussed about the steps and procedure of how to get into understanding of data science subject, right? So I said some do's and don'ts in my previous class, and I said some of the steps to be followed from where we need to begin our subject and where to end. So today, as part of my step-by-step process, I'm going to make you understanding of the basic statistics, which introduce the terminology. So there are several topics inside of the basic statistics are there, but I want to make you understand the first the terminology that you need to get into the world of statistics. Yeah, understand the differences between sample and a population. So here I am taking this step and let's discuss on what is a sample and what is a population. Okay, so we are trying to learn understanding. Yeah, maybe people of lot of confusion of what is sample and what is population and what is related to our data science world. Some of the people are trying to understand directly with some other videos or somewhere, but they don't know. The terminology is very, very important to understand at this point. Okay, yes. So what is sample and what is population? So generally, if you go back and if you look at my previous videos, yeah, when I explained the project life cycle, so I said we will have a large amount of data in your server space or occupied. I mean, wherever you have the large amount of data, so you are going to pull only some small part of this data set. You're not going to pull this total amount of the data which is available with you. Able to understand, guys? Only some, because according to your requirement, according to your requirement, only some sample data that you are going to take. That is what. So this big set of data is what called a population data. From those population data, you are going to take only some small part of the data. That is what the sample data. So let me put it in a proper definitions. Okay. So that's what. So first of all, you have to make it clear that whenever you are launching any project, when you are working on any project, make sure that yeah, or I'm dealing with a population data or a sample data. So 98% of the cases you are going to work with only sample data only. That is a point that you need to make sure. Okay. Yes. So what is population? Let me put it here in a proper definition so that you can remember anytime going forward if you refer this notes again. Okay. So what is population data? So as I said, it's an amount of a population. A population is an amount of collection of total items related to your study. So your study in the sense your project. Okay, where there is no specific number. So I'm not sure how much of my total population data set size is. So it can be a millions of records. There is no specific number. I'm also not sure. If I don't have the data itself, again the things will be different. You are going to collect into the field and you are going to estimate. You are going to collect into the field and you are going to collect the sample. You would understand, guys? For example, imagine your city is highly polluted because of lack of reasons, okay? And you want to collect the data that is it the people are really affected with the pollution or not. So you got many complaints saying that people are not able to take the fresh breath, fresh air, fresh oxygen that people are not able to take. So in your city, now you want to conduct this test Okay, a statistical test that you want to conduct, is it really happening in your city or not? So what you are going to do? So you have a meter, you have an instrument which is going to take the test on every person. So what you need to do, you need to take that instrument, you need to go and you need to ask him to take that machine into his mouth and take some fresh air. So what the result becomes like, if it is really polluted, if the people are really not able to take the fresh air, so some level of number will be appear, like that instrument research. In generally, 8 ml of fresh oxygen that every person should take. 8 ml of fresh oxygen in a minute, every person should take. That is the minimum thing. Okay, but what happens? Yeah, if I see, I want to test it. Is that every person is able to take that 8 ml of fresh oxygen or not? So that is the problem. So I need to conduct this test and I need to go and verify it from the total city. Now your city contains how much of people, guys? Now you should tell me where you are living. You have a millions of people. So when you have millions of people, you can't verify and every person, no? You can't check every person and verify that is that really people are getting affected or not. How you are going to make sure? Then those amount of data is what called population data. Because we don't have that much of enough resources, we don't have that much of enough budget to get and verified with every person. Imagine you have less time, you have only 5 days of time. So how you are going to make sure these things? So in such cases, you are not going to collect that much of huge amount of data. So I will give as a name as what called a population data. Able to understand, guys? So I will give the name this one as a population data. So there is no specific number how many people will be there. So people will say, yeah, in a city called some 10 crores of population. It's an estimation, that's it. It's an imagination, it's an estimation. There is no idea exactly. So there is no idea of how much the quantity, number of people. There is no specific number. That's it. Okay. So when there is no specific number, how much the total quantity is. So when I don't know exactly what it will be, I mean, how much of the people are affected, or how many people are, they're having this issue. So I will name it as what, guys? Capital N. So this N can be a 1 million or 10 million or 100 millions. I don't know. It's just a number. I'm naming it as just a capital N. So I don't know exactly. Depends upon the study to study. This N will changes. Depends upon the kind of study that you are working, the kind of project that you are working. So this N will changes. So when I said in my previous class, I am going to collect the data from here. So where it is called as a big volume of data. So I don't know how much the capacity, I don't know how much of the transactions exactly, I don't know how much of the information is there available in the server. So I will treat them as what? A big population data set. I will call as capital N. Now we people will calling as big data in the recent times, but traditional way, this is our population data. This is our population data. Okay. From here, now what you are going to do? Yes, you are going to collect, because we are not able to collect that much of huge data within the small amount of time. So what you are going to do? You are going to collect sample data only. So what is this sample data? Sample data, how much you can collect depends upon how much of capacity that you have. So a sample is a subset of population data. Make sure this population and is denoted by what? With lowercase, small n, like this, lowercase. So here I will have the exact information. What is my small n? So my n, small n could be like, yeah, 10,000 or 1,000, whatever, depends upon the kind of data that you are collecting. So it can be 10,000 or 1 lakh or 1 million also possible. Here, there is no idea itself how much my capital N it is. Like this will be, if I draw the picture, this could be looks like this, guys. So this is a big population data set. So as I said, this is a city of, so I belongs to Hyderabad city. So my Hyderabad contains of this much information. So I don't know, yeah, how many people are now in the current situation because of lockdown period. How many people are in Hyderabad? Also no exact idea. Maybe there could be a 1 crore. This is an again estimation. 1 crore is really staying in the Hyderabad or not. So this is an estimation. Now if I want to test it, for my problem, so meeting up every person in the total Hyderabad region is not possible. That's what it is called as what called population data. You able to understand, guys? So from here, what I can pull? So depends upon my environment, my flexibility, and my resources, my budget. So depends upon the resources, environment, flexibility, budget. Okay, why I'm saying as environment? Because when you are working in the real time, how much of resources that you have inside of your company, okay, and how much of your equipment that you have, computers, manpower, anything, right? So the capacity of your systems, machines capacity. So based on all those things, you are going to decide with your team, saying that how much of data can be collected. So depends upon the problem to problem. Yeah, you need to collect. So your job is to collect the data, collect the sample as much as possible. Sample as much as possible. That is what you need to do. That is what you need to do. So how much you are going to collect depends, as I say, depends upon the budget or whatever. All right, that is what sample. So this is what actually the differences between a sample and the population. Hope you guys are understood. So tell me, now start thinking from your end. What could be the other cases in the real time that these things are getting working? I'm pretty sure that you guys are also doing your data science job in your own area without having this knowledge. Without having this knowledge, you guys are also doing the same thing. How? Now, you are serious about your career from the last 6 months or 1 year. So what you are trying to do? You are trying to find out the best trainer from your area. Maybe it's a classroom session, or maybe it's an online session, maybe it's a YouTube trainer, wherever. So what you will try to do? You want finally a best trainer. So what you will do? You will try to look out for the best people which are available in your resources. So you are collecting an information of your own. Able to understand, guys? You are collecting the data of your requirements. So you are becoming a data scientist in your area that you don't know. You are working like a data scientist for yourself. So you are collecting from the information from the different people that which person is the best trainer, which channel is the best, or which classroom, or which institute, or which online session, whom do I meet, where do I learn. So these are the questions that you have. So if you look out from the worldwide, you will have n number of people. But what you will do, you can't meet even n number of people, na? So within the premises, within your area, who is the best trainer that you will try to reach out? So this is what a sample that is you are collecting. Throughout from the sample, now you are trying to understand, yeah, you are going to make again, yeah, who is giving the best examples, the explanation wise, the concepts wise, the real kind of scenarios that he's explaining in his explanation. So these are the points, everything that you are collecting. Based on that, you are going to decide that yes, He's the best trainer. Yeah, I need to approach him, or I need to follow his classes wherever he conducts. So this is what the decision that you are taking. Now you are understanding the points, guys. So in my last previous class, if you look out here, there is this, yes, collecting the data. This, that is what you are doing. And analysis, you are comparing between every trainers, every institute, every sessions, every YouTube channels. And finally, you are coming to a conclusion that which one I need to follow. So you are already become a data scientist. You would understand, guys. You are already becoming a data scientist of your own world. But in the real time, what you are doing, you are making the same kind of analysis, not for yourself. You are making for someone else. That is what data science. So the taking the past information, whatever, wherever that is available, okay, and getting into the analysis and making to the conclusion. All right. Yeah. So that's what. So here also, for my problem, for my research, I am collecting some sample and I am doing some further analysis. So what is my further analysis after collecting the data, that we will discuss in the coming classes, guys. So now things are clear. So in which time this real-time examples, I mean, where you are going to conduct this sample data, population data. So the best examples are, like say, for example, so you got a fever. You got a fever. So what you will do in real time? So you will take 1 or 2 days with the small pills, and even things of 2 days also it's not getting control. What you will do? You will go for the doctor. So what doctor will do now? So he will conduct what? Blood test. Blood test. So how much of blood he will take now? How much of blood he will take? So does he will take all the quantity from your body? No, it is not possible. No? If he take, you will die. So how much quantity is required? Only some small ml, like 5 ml or 10 ml kind of blood, or like say 10 ml maybe. I don't know exactly. I just said some number, maybe 10 ml. Able to understand? So this 10 ml is what? Sample data. Why? That's why the people will call a sample blood we want. Even now the corona things is doing what? When you go, if you want to make yourself tested, that yeah, do I have corona within my body or not? Whether they will take up everything from you? No, they will take some small part of your body cells. Yeah, they will take your blood and all other things, whichever he want. Only sample information. Throughout those sample data, only everything will be getting calibrated. So in your body contains totally population blood, and you are taking and you are giving only some sample blood. So in the real-time practical situation also, yes, people are doing the same thing. But we will see those things in around world, but we doesn't care about those things because we are not sure about what is exactly data science. Clear? Even if you look out for exit polls, I hear this one, exit polls. Most of the people will know about it. So what is it? This exit polls, because when this surveys are conducting after elections, when the elections are held in your area, the media will be coming to that region and they will ask for some random people and about, yeah, whom do you vote? So they don't even ask every person, but randomly they will try to pick up some of the people and finding out, yeah, whom do you vote? So those people will have some answers. So based on that, yeah, they will release the results when the actual results is getting counting, and open those results. Before those 1 or 2 days, these people will open this exit poll results. Exit poll results says that, yeah, some of the party will get won. Some of the party will get won this time, 2020, like that they will mention. So based on this exit poll results, your share market, stock market also will keep some ups and comes on top. That is how it happens in the real time. Okay, guys, clear about the sample and the population? So I mean, this terminology I'm going to discuss again in the coming classes with many ways. So in such cases, you are going to be more clear. I hope this session of discussing only of the sample and the population and what are the differences between sample and population is hope you are clear. Okay, so yeah, if you are liking my class and the videos, what a kind of examples I'm taking here in my video, yeah, please subscribe it, like it, and share with your friends to follow these videos so that you can get a practical knowledge of how a data science world is running with real-time scenarios and from where we need to start learning. So many people will discuss in the YouTube with a varieties of explanations, but they are not presenting in a proper format. That is what I observed. So I suggest please follow this channel. You will get to know n number of knowledge. N number of knowledge means you can n number of knowledge, because I'm going to discuss many more things in the coming classes till your course ends. All right. So you need to be, please subscribe and make your friends to subscribe as well, because it's a beginning time. Yeah, if everyone is ready to learn from the beginning itself, yeah, you will have a lot of impact. It's the right time. We are in the situation of lockdown. Okay, so make sure that utilize the time at this moment. Daily, I'm going to spend maybe 15 or 20 minutes or half an hour. Please utilize this time for learning of data science. You will have a worthful knowledge. All right. So thank you guys. Please subscribe and yes. So this is what the definition. So in my going forward, I will use these words again and again. At the time, it will be more clear for you. When I will call it as sample and when I will be called as population with what examples respectively. At that time, you will get to know why I'm discussing. All right, guys. So let's meet up in the next session with some other. So as I said, sample and population, and I said sample is the thing that we are going to collect in the real time. So how the sample looks like, and what are its data types? What is a random variable? What are the differences between, how the data is collected and with what ways, in what data types? Those things will be discussed in the coming sessions. Please watch.